always remember this is your practice and you should only do what is good for you today and let go of anything that is not serving you, doesn't work for you in this moment. So sit in your chair as tall as you can be with your spine straight. And we're going to start by taking our index and thumb, these two fingers. And if you have earrings on, this might be a challenge, but you can do it. Just move your hands up your ears. But I want you to pinch your ears. That's why I pulled my hair back today, so you guys can see. I want you to pinch your right or left ear, doesn't matter, and just kind of give your ear a little massage. You didn't know you were getting an ear massage this morning, did you? So this is a really nice way to start off to just relax. It's just massage, kind of use your index and middle finger just to kind of run your finger very gently. Doesn't have to be very hard. Just kind of rubbing your ear. We sometimes neglect our ears. You know, they need love too. Just a little rub. And it's relaxing. Good. And then when you're done with that side, just switch hands and give a little love to the other ear. Massage your earlobe and maybe the top of your ear. Hopefully that feels good to you. And then we're going to shake out our hands, just a little shake, kind of just releasing some stress in the wrist and the fingers, just a little shake with the hands. And then the same thing with the feet. Just shake out the feet. Just kind of give them a little shake, little rotation, whatever it feels good in the feet. Shake them out, move them, circle them. And then when you're done with that, just lower your feet to the ground. Scoot yourself to the edge of your chair so you feel your sit bones on the chair and your feet are really able to stabilize on the floor. So you've got balance just already with your feet on the ground. And now we're going to concentrate on our breathing. So you can close your eyes for this one. I want you to inhale, feel like the inhalation is coming up from the ground, from your feet, up your legs, your belly, your chest, your throat, your head. And then exhale nice and slow from the head, the throat, the chest, the belly, the legs, and then the feet. And take a couple rounds of just conscious breathing. Very, very important to kind of clean out all the thoughts that are going through your mind so you can get present. Take 3 more breaths, 3 more inhales, 3 more exhales. As slow and as gentle with awareness as you can. And then when you finish that last third breath, we're going to come onto our forearms. So you're just going to lean forward, put your forearms on your knees, hands out, they can droop. And then we're going to either keep your head up and rock side to side, or look down and rock your head side to side. So this is a stretch for your cervical spine, the back of your neck. Just gently small movements, not to get dizzy. Good. Now come back through center. Take your right hand to your knee. Take your left hand to your left knee. Press both feet into the ground. Use your arms. Lift your chest. Lean back. Now bend your elbows and lean forward. Come, maybe spread your knees out a little bit wide so your belly has a place to go. And then lean back, straight spine. So we're bending the elbows as our chest comes forward, using your legs. So lean into it, straight back. To inhale, when you go straight. Exhale is when the belly drops down and the chest comes forward. Remember, this is just a warm-up, so go slow. Your body may not be ready for too much activity yet. We're just getting warm. Oh, I got the squeaky chair. I had to put the chairs up and then I pulled out the squeaky one again. So when you lean forward, can you feel the weight shift into your legs? When you lean back, can you feel the weight shift into your hips? So just noticing balance and where the center of gravity goes. Good. Let's do one more together. And then sit nice and tall. We're going to take our hands and interlace them and put either right thumb or left thumb on top, doesn't matter. And we're going to circle out our wrist. Just kind of make some circles. Maybe a figure 8 in the air. You know what a figure 8 looks like, an 8 on its side. And the reason why I like this one is because, I don't know if you can tell, but it works your arms here. So working on these muscles, when you fall or if you have any incidents, you want good, strong arms. It's not just about the legs. You gotta have, if you get down, you gotta be able to get back up. All right, now shake out the hands again. And then we're gonna do it one more time, but switch your grip. So it's a different grip. If you had your right thumb on top, use your left thumb on top here. Take your arms out, spread your knees a little bit wider than hip distance. And then we're going to inhale the arms up as far as they'll go. They don't have to go straight up. And then you're going to bring them out in front of you. Inhale. Exhale. So trying to make the arms as long as you can. Inhale. Lift the rib cage on the inhale. Exhale, soften the belly. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And then exhale, we're going to bring the arms all the way down, leaning forward. Once you get your arms down, release your bind in your hands and maybe release the shoulders, maybe shake them out a little bit. You can keep looking forward or look down, depending on which one feels better to you. And just stretch your mid and low back here. So again, noticing the shifting of the weight. So in order for us not to fall out of the chair, the weight is in your legs. You may feel weight coming forward in your shoulders, but the feet are really keeping you balanced here. All right, nice and slow, keeping the chin slightly tucked. Lean back, come back into our neutral stance. Turn your thumbs out away from you, palms forward. And then sit nice and tall. I'm going to total my feet so my knees are about hip distance apart, so my legs feel nice and stable. So back to our Samasthiti or Tadasana pose. So many multiple names. Now reach your right arm way up. Take a big stretch, as if you're trying to reach the ceiling here. And then lower your right arm. Now take your right hand forward, reach it straight out in front of you. Reach it up to the sky. And then lower your right hand down. Turn your thumb out away from you, palms facing forward. Inhale, arm up to the side. Exhale it down. Thumb points forward, arm reaches up. Reach up. Exhale it down. All right, good job. Other hand. Left arm reaches out to the left side, palms forward. Reach up. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale. Left arm reaches up through the front. Exhale. Remember, you don't have to go, only go to where you feel comfortable. So if it's like halfway up, that's okay. Through the front. And down. And relax. Take 3 breaths here. Just notice how you feel right now, not how you felt earlier today, not how you felt 4 minutes ago when we started, but right now, after just a little bit of movement, the body adjusts, it makes changes depending on what we're doing. Good. Take your right arm out to the right side. And then take your right hand across to your left knee. We're going to go into that twist, and we're twisting the back. Lift up through the crown of your head, press down through your feet and your sit bones in the chair. Just start to slightly turn. Doesn't have to be a big one. Good, now come back through center. Take the left arm out. Left hand to right leg. Twist to the right. And then left arm comes back out and down. Good. Now let's sweep both arms up. As we do that, see if you can lift your heels, come onto your tippy toes. And then exhale, shrug your shoulders down and go, ha. Your heels lower. So this is just kind of fun and releases some tension. So we'll inhale, come up onto your tippy toes as your arms raise up, and then squatting them down. Inhale. Inhale. Inhale onto the tippy toes. Last one. Inhale. Good. Now turn both the knees to the right. You're just going to kind of sit at an angle. Angle on your chair. Slide your right hand forward and reach back through your left arm. As you do that, turn your head and look towards your left hand. So you'll feel a little stretch here, pectoral muscles. And just try to open it out. You can look forward or you can look to your left palm, depending on your neck if it feels okay. I was reading an article this morning. They say you should hold some poses for at least 90 seconds. At least 90 seconds. So if your arm is starting to feel heavy, that's normal, but we're getting into the deeper tissue, the fascia. Good. Now slowly bring your left hand forward, left hand to your knees to meet the right, and then lean to this side. So you're just doing a fold to the side. We'll hold this for about 90 seconds too. So it gives you the opportunity to, you're leaning on one side and you may notice where the weight is. Because we're at an angle, the right leg may not feel as stable as the left leg because you're positioning your body at an angle where most of the weight is going in the left foot. Maybe, maybe not. Everybody's a little different. All right, now take 3 more breaths here. Now gently rise up. Take your time. Walk your feet so you angle over to the left with your knees. And then we'll sweep the right arm up, open. Bring the right arm back as far as it feels comfortable to you. Again, you can look forward or towards the right palm. That's just building strength in that arm. It's what your arm is weighted. We take a couple breaths here, just stretching out the arm. Can you breathe smoothly? Also, do you notice what your mind is saying? Is it saying, help, I want to get out of this? But see if you can remain calm and just breathe. 3 more breaths. And then when you're ready, sweep the right arm across, right hand to right knee, and lean all the way down. Hold this for a couple breaths too. And notice where the weight is in your body. Do you feel more weight on the right leg or more weight on the left leg? More weight on the right hip, more weight on the left hip. Where's the body taking most of that stability? All right, when you're ready, we'll inhale and rise up. Take your time. Roll back your shoulders. Bring your feet back forward. And then we're going to toe heel the feet out wide. And then we're going to hold on to our knees and take a little shimmy with our shoulders. So you're welcome to drop down or just shimmy up here. Anything that feels good. So just kind of moving the shoulders side to side or leaning. You can do the lean. The lean is going to work more of the low back. If you stay up high, you're going to work more of the upper back. You can try a little of both. Again, there's no right or wrong. Unless it feels bad, then that's wrong. If it feels good, enjoy it. Nice job. Now, let's come back to neutral. Pause for just a second. Maybe readjust the feet, make sure they're feeling nice and stable. And then we're going to go into some side stretches. So you're going to keep your right forearm or right hand on your right leg. As you do that, reach your left arm up and lean to the right. Even bend your left elbow, might feel good. And then we'll come back through center and switch sides. So left hand goes down, right arm reaches out and up. You can bend the right elbow. And then we'll switch sides. We'll do a couple of these. Take your time. Moving at a pace that's what you need for today. The more you do it, the bigger or more expansive you can make your pose. And again, this is teaching us how to shift our weight, maybe from one foot. When we lean in that direction, it kind of puts more weight on one hip, one foot, still maintaining balance. All right, let's do one more on each side. And then when you complete that, just bring one hand to each knee, sit nice and tall, straight spine. Take about 3 or 4 breaths here. Relax your shoulders down, relax your jaw. Notice your heart rate. Good. Now we're going to toe heel our feet back together so our knees come about hip distance apart, which is basically 2 fists for most of us. And then we're going to shift our weight to the left foot and lift your right knee up and give it a squeeze. Trying to get your chin closer to your right knee. Then we'll lower the right knee down. Let's do the left knee now. Lift up your left knee, hold onto your shin, maybe tilt your chin closer to your left knee. And lower that down. This time we're going to grab the right knee and lean back. So try not to drop your head back, but bring your chin towards your chest. Give yourself a double chin and lean back. And then try the left knee. Hold the left shin. Roll the shoulders down. Chuck the chin in and lean back. Good. Now, we're going to take our right hand, go under your knee crease, and lift up the knee and lower it. So I want you to feel your abdominal muscles. It's nice and slow, very gently. If even holding your knee is too much, you can hold the front, or I like the knee crease, but that's personal preference. And nice and slow, just bring the knee in. If this is hurting your hip, don't do it. Let's just skip it. But if it's causing a little bit of discomfort because you're working it, yeah, that's keeping your legs nice and strong and your hips working. We want the muscles around your hips to stay really toned. So if you were to fall, your muscles will help support the bones around it and the joints. All right, that leg is on fire, so I'm gonna rest it. Sit tall again and readjust. Your right foot's gonna stay down. Left hand either underneath the knee crease or to the left knee. And just lift and lower nice and slow. It's hard to talk and do these because it's a workout. You can also do these if you want to get onto the floor or in your bed. You can do these in reclined as well. So that's something you can work on when we're not doing class. Very good. All right, one more and settle. Sit tall, breathe, relax. Moment of Zen before we move to the next posture. Good. Let's take our arms out to a T, palms facing forward. Knees about hip distance apart. And then bring your hands, palms to touch. And then open your arms again. Maybe bring your arms back. Touch your finger pads. And then open the arms. Maybe reach them back. 2 more. And then we'll hold here with the arms back. Lean forward, use your weight in your legs to come into airplane pose. So these are your wings, your arms. Now we're going to take a little fly. You're going to lean to the right. Left arm will come up. So shifting your weight. Now level off your plane wings and then lean slightly to the left. And back through center to the right. Center to the left. And center. Now see if you can test yourself. Can you reach down? I can't reach, my arms are super short. But see how low you can fly your plane and see your hands can touch the floor. And when you've had enough of these, you're like, my arms are on fire. They are working. You're going to lower your wings and hold your shins and relax. Take a couple breaths here in this fold. Again, if you want to stay up on your elbows, looking forward, if looking all these folds are not good for your vertigo or something that doesn't feel well, you can always stay up higher. Low blood pressure, always keep, if you've got low blood pressure, you don't want your head below your heart either. All right. When you're ready, we'll just come back up to sitting tall. And now we're going to go into that testing. We're going to see how well you guys can do the sit to stand. Actually, let's do the other. Yeah, we're going to do the sit to stand and then we'll do the balance. So I'm going to pull, I'm going to show you how to do it. And then I'm going to pull up the screen and we'll do it too. After we do it, I'll show you the results again. All right, so sit to stand looks like this. You're sitting to the edge of your chair. You can have your arms crisscrossed or hands out on your knees. You're going to use some momentum, but start with your feet flat and then up. That's 1. And this is 2. So you guys, I'm going to set a timer. If you don't want to do it, you can skip it. It's only 30 seconds. And what you are going to do is count every time you go up and down. Go up. So the stand is 1. Does that make sense? Yeah. So the stand is 1. The sitting back down. The next stand is 2 and down. See if it works for you. And there's my timer. I gotta find my app. Okay. All right, let's hit save. And it should ding and tell us. All right. Begin. So stand and sit. Doing great. You're rocking it, John. Perfect. Stop. Good job for those of you who are, you can stop now. All right, so now you're going to rest. We're going to not make you move for a few seconds because I know that's a lot of work. You probably got a little heated. So remember what your score is. And let's just pull back up the screen that shows you your results. So let me see. Share screen. Okay, so depending on your age, you can see your age here. Is it big enough? Can tell your score. A below average score indicates a risk for falls. It's kind of interesting. Again, you can get these papers, or I can send them to you if you want, but they're on the CDC website for fall prevention. Super cool. And September is Fall Prevention Month. It's also Yoga Month. All right, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. We can talk about it after class if you guys want to. All right, so now what I want you to do is close your eyes and just cup your hands. And take 5 rounds of breathing slow. So just holding your hands, cupping your eyes. Hopefully your hands are clean. And just kind of resetting, going inwards, not worrying about what just happened. And resetting everything. Now, some of you might like to try this. With your hands over your eyes, you can also hum. When you hum, it vibrates your sinus cavities. This is really good for sinus headaches. If you're one of those people like me that gets sinus headaches, the humming vibrates your sinus cavities. All right, when you're finished humming and holding your eyes, we'll blink open our eyes, and then we're going to make some funny faces. So relaxing, we've just kind of relaxed the sinus, but now I want to relax your jaw here. So what you're going to do is take your bottom jaw in front of your bottom teeth in front of your top teeth, and you might even want to play around with moving your jaw a little side to side. If you have TMJ, these are exercises that the doctor tells you to do for TMJ, but also wearing a mask. Have you guys wore a mask for a long period of time and then your face hurts? So this is one of those ones, like when after I teach for 8-hour class at the Red Cross, I take my mask off and I get in the car and I'm like, oh, like making weird, like doing the facial things and moving my jaw side to side, because sometimes we get a lot of tension right here in the muscles. And then those muscles connect to your neck muscles, and those connect to your shoulder muscles. And then now you've got tension. So again, I'm just a little recommendation that if you're wearing your mask or you're clenching your jaw or your face, that just kind of moving those body parts around. The other one I really like is taking the index and middle finger, coming right next to where you're just in front of your ear, and you can kind of feel where your jaw meets, and you can do slight, just like little circle massages. I like this one a lot. And you can kind of move around up to your temples. Yeah. Good. Hopefully I relaxed you for our next little test. So the next one we're going to do is the standing test, where you're going to stand up next to your chair. Let's see, maybe to the side of it. Let's see if we can start with that. So we'll go, so the chair is here, maybe on one hand. So it's on the side. You don't have to, unless you need it in front of you for some reason, but maybe just have it to the side. Also, if you have a wall nearby, you can also have a wall on this side to really help you with your balance if you need that too. So the first one is just standing still. And we always practice this. It's crazy, these things that they're testing. It's like something I already make you guys do, because it's when you put your feet on the ground, can you be stable Like, where is the weight? Can you feel it in your toes? Do you feel it in the backs of your heels? Does it stress the backs of your knees? Maybe you need to have your knees a little bent. Can you just stand still? So this one's an easy one, so I'm not even going to time this one, but just want you to notice your stance. So important to notice our stance. Tilt this down so you can see my feet. Now the next one we're going to do is, let's see, you're going to take your right foot, the ball of your right foot, and put it right next to your left. So your toes, one foot is slightly in front of the other one. And just see if you can balance here. You can also take your arms out, and we'll count to 10 and see if you can do this. All right, lower your arms. How did that go? That was pretty easy. Let's try the other foot. We'll step the left foot so that one foot slightly in front of the other one. Get closer so you can see my feet. So one foot's just slightly, but the insides of the feet are touching. And then again, notice your knees. Are you locking them out? Can you soften to get a little bit of stability? You can take your arms out. And we'll hold this one for 10 seconds. Are you wobbling like me? And then lower the arms down. That was great. Now, next one, we're going to take right foot and it's going to be heel to toe. So your right foot is basically, your heel is touching the left big toe. So one foot, if you were on a balance beam, and notice this one might be a little bit more tricky. For sure. Okay, you can take your arms out to help, or you can use the chair just for stability. And we'll hold this one for 10 seconds too. And then release it. And then we try the other side. So if you're finding that one side is different than the other, that is, that's kind of normal because we're not exactly symmetric. So now put your left foot in front of the right, toe to heel. And then add in the arms out to the side for your balance. Keep breathing. Good. Now lower your arms and shake out your legs. See how that went. The last one on the four different balance test is, I know you can't see my head, but that's okay. You don't need to see my head for this one. We're going to practice standing on one leg. So again, we always do this one, but I'm going to set a timer for 30 seconds. And let's see if you can stay for 30 seconds. So you're going to press your left foot down and use the right knee up and just try to balance. If you can take your hand off the chair, go for that. So we count down. Ready, go. See if you can hold for 30 seconds. Don't stop breathing. Looking good. You're at 15 seconds. Boom, you made it. Wobbly? That's okay. Wobble's okay. Wobbling in your ankles, like when you're balancing, it's working the muscles around this area. So if you were to fall, your body would know how to compensate. So that's actually a good thing. Shake out your legs. We got to do the other legs if you want to move your chair to the other side. Let me reset the timer. All right. So we're going to balance again on the other leg. So take a deep breath in and sigh it out. Relax for just a second. All right, here we go. It's going to make a sound and begin. So lift up your left knee. Find your balance. Find something to stare at that's not moving, your drisky. Keep breathing. 10 seconds more. And release it. Good job, guys. All right, beautiful. So I hope that kind of taught you, kind of learned something about yourself with those. And now we're just going to come back to that neutral stance where you stand in Tadasana. Relax the shoulders down. Catch your breath. Excitement. Now we're going to inhale both arms up, taking a big stretch to the sky like you just got up out of bed and you want to stretch it out. And then exhale the arms down. And if you like, you can take your hands behind your back or hold onto your shirt. We're just going to roll back the shoulders. Put your weight like in your hip flexors, your hip bones here, pelvis. And maybe you want to push your belly forward. Try not to let the head fall back. And then release your hand, shake out your wrist. That's a little standing back bend. And now we're going to do the opposite of that, which is a downward facing dog. You guys know your down dogs. Your hands are on the chair, walk your hips back and away, and just straighten out your arms, push your hips behind your heels. And then if you like to sway, of course, I always encourage a little bit of movement is to find different muscle groups and different body parts. And like, oh, that's a little tight. Or that might feel good to you. All right, now we're going to come into our high push-up. This is what we did on Friday, if you were here. We lift up our head through our arms, push your hands shoulder to wrist into the chair. Make sure your chair's not going to move. And then lift your head up higher. So where I'm feeling it is the back of my calves here. I'm trying to push my hips forward, lift the head up. It's a nice strong belly too. And then we'll exhale back into downward dog. If it's too much, just hang out in down dog. If the high plank is not your favorite, that's okay. Rise back up into your high push-up. And then back into down dog. So make sure you don't have anything behind you you're going to hit. And we're going to go into three-legged dog. So just lifting the right foot. And then lower the right foot. Lift the left foot behind you. Three-legged dog. Left leg's up. And then lower the left foot. And then come back into a high push-up. Arms straight. Belly's going towards the chair. Back of your legs are engaged. And then push back downward facing dog. Good job. Now rise up. This time we're going to walk to the back of the chair. Back to our neutral standing posture. And just settle again. Let your arms relax. I'm going to turn forward so you can see. We're going to turn We're going to step out with the right foot. So the right foot's going to step out. And then we're going to reach the arms out to a T. Take the left hand down, the right arm up, or you can hold onto the chair if it's beside you or wherever, and take a stretch. So really feeling a nice long stretch in the right side of your body. Your arm doesn't even have to be above your head. You can even hold onto your hip. And then come back through center. Arms back out to a T. Switch sides. Now arms down. Now step your right foot in and come into tree, either big toe on the ground or on your calf, or use your chair as a support. So sometimes you can take your knee and rest your shin on the seat of the chair to help with balance. And then option to move the arms. Find your focus. You have to smile in your tree because they're happy little trees. We feel it over here in the left gluteus minimus. Boy, I feel it today. And then when you're ready to come out of it, just shake out your legs. And then we'll step our feet together, and then left leg goes out, and then find your tree on the other side. Feel stable before you move. So make sure that right leg feels grounded and kind of rooted down into the floor, and then make your left knee turn outwards. Keep breathing. That's the key here. Soft, smooth breaths. Control, focus. And then relax and let go of that pose. Shake it out. Come back and have a seat next. So if you need to grab something to make yourself more comfortable, we're about to do meditation. Do one more shoulder and neck stretch before we go into meditation. We're going to take our arms out to a T. Crisscross, make an X, and hold your shoulders. Give yourself a little squeeze, and then tuck your chin in, point your elbows down. Do this a lot. It's really good for your back and your shoulders. And now lift up, release your arms, switch sides, so the other arm's on top, hold your shoulders, tuck your chin towards your chest, around your spine. Good. Release your arms and lower it. Good. Now we're going to sit back into your chair, place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. You can even be slouching here, that's fine, and close your eyes. And take this opportunity to get in touch with what's going on in your heart. What do you long for in your heart? It's very easy And especially times like these where it's a challenge just to even leave the house, that we lose faith. So sometimes just bringing yourself back to your heart center. Some things that are really important to you. We spend a lot of time in what was and also what will be. But try to stay in the moment. When you're in the moment typically isn't as bad as the past or the future. Just staying in the moment. If you want to release your hands from your chest, your belly, you can. Take in 3 deep cleansing breaths. And when you finish that, begin to rock your head a little side to side, shoulder to shoulder, whatever feels good in your neck. Then maybe you want to stretch out your legs, point your toes, curl in your toes. And then when you're done with your feet, stretch your arms up, either out or up, wherever it feels good. Big stretch up. Then we'll bring the palms together and place your thumbs right in the middle of your eyebrows. May there always be peace and love in your thoughts. Then bring your thumbs to your mouth. May there always be peace and love in your words. And then your thumbs point to your heart. May there always be peace and love in your heart. Thank you so much for practicing with us today. Hope you enjoyed it. Namaste.